I was in charge of the PHP section of my code, so I'm going to walk through a few of the different pieces of it and explain what they do. So first here, I'm going to set up errors as you're supposed to do for all PHP files. This first line here opens up another document on my computer, which is an Arduino file, which is from the first part of the project. The first part of the project is a Arduino board, which takes values from an accelerometer, averages them, and then turns them to vectors. So I'm taking the vectored values from this and using them for my part here. This is my establishing my variables. So for the vector variable that I'm using later on in the code, I set equal to the same variable that is used in the previous code for the vector values. I also created this value here, which is a bool for flag, which is basically creates it as a true or false variable. So 0 is false and 1 is true. Here is where it converts the actual vector data into a steps for the step counter. So if the total average for the vectors is less than the threshold, greater than the threshold is like the number where if the average passes that, then it counts it as a step. So if it's greater than that, it adds a step. If it's greater than the threshold, but the flag is up, as in its step's already been taken, then it does not count it. And if the total average is less than the threshold, same thing, it does not count the step. Also, if the steps are ever less than 0, it would set the step counter equal to 0. And then it also closes the file that I used for the where the vectored values from the Arduino.